Journey to the West, Chapter 106, The Question. Guan Yin looked at the messenger in surprise.
What is the problem?
She asked.
It's about the Tang monk.
Said the messenger.
To become a Buddha, he needs to face 100 challenges. I was just looking at the list of challenges he's faced. There are only 99 challenges on the list. He must face one more challenge to become a Buddha.
We're moving so fast,
said the Tang monk, smiling. The travelers were flying back east. The guard from the Thunderclap Monastery was using a spell to carry them.
I wish the whole journey had been this easy,
said Bajie. Wukong laughed.
Master was still mortal before we reached the Western Paradise. He couldn't be carried then.
Wu Jing looked ahead.
We'll reach the Tang Empire soon.
Just then, a messenger caught up with them. The messenger whispered something in the guard's ear. The guard glanced quickly at the travelers. Then he looked back at the messenger and nodded. Instantly, the spell broke, and the travelers fell from the sky. Bam! They slammed into the ground next to a wide river. Wukong stood up and saw the guard and messenger flying back west. The monkey shook his head.
What happened?
The Tang monk stood up and brushed dirt from his robe.
Why did the guard drop us?
I'll tell you why,
said Bajie.
He's a villain. He thinks it's funny to drop people.
The pig waved his fist at the guard, who was now far away.
Villain!
Wukong turned slowly to the Tang monk.
I think I know why he dropped us, Master. You must face 100 challenges in order to become a Buddha. You probably got to the Western Paradise before you'd faced all of them.
Oh no.
The monk trembled.
So other bad things must happen now?
Wukong nodded.
I hope there won't be too many more problems.
The first problem is crossing this river,
said Wu Jing.
It looks familiar,
said the monk.
We must have crossed it during the journey west.
Suddenly, a large form rose from the river. It was an enormous turtle.
Greetings,
said the turtle.
Do you remember me?
The travelers all smiled.
Yes, we do,
said the Tang monk.
You carried us over this river many years ago.
Yes,
said the turtle.
And I will gladly carry you across again. Hop onto my back.
The travelers climbed on, and the turtle started across the river. Wu Jing and Bajie soon fell asleep, while Wukong meditated. The Tang monk stayed awake too, sitting near the turtle's head.
Did you reach the Western Paradise?
Asked the turtle.
Yes,
said the Tang monk.
It is a wonderful place. We are now returning to the east so I can deliver the true scriptures.
Good,
said the turtle.
Did you ask Buddha when I would be reborn as a human?
The monk bit his lip. He had forgotten to ask the turtle's question.
You're not answering,
said the turtle.
I'm sorry,
said the monk. Splash! The turtle suddenly dived under the water, dumping everyone off his back. Wukong's eyes flew open as he hit the cold water. He leaped into the air. Bajie, Wu Jing, and the horse quickly flew across the river. But the Tang monk was thrashing furiously in the rushing water.
Help!
Yelled the monk. Wukong cast a spell and lifted the monk and the bag from the river. When everyone was on dry land, the monkey turned the bag upside down. Water poured out, followed by the scrolls. They were soaked,
The true scriptures!
cried the Tang monk.
They're ruined!
Journey to the West, Chapter 107. Nothing is perfect. The travelers laid the soaked scrolls on some rocks,
The sun will dry them out.
said Wukong. The Tang monk moaned.
What if they're ruined?
He sat down and put his head in his hands.
I wish I'd remembered to ask Buddha the turtle's question.
Bajie snorted.
Who cares if you forgot the turtle's question? That turtle had no right to dump us in the water.
Dumping us in the water was rude.
Wu Jing agreed. Bajie sighed.
The journey back east is becoming just as difficult as the journey west.
Hello!
Cried a voice. The travelers turned and saw a man hurrying toward them,
Chen,
said the Tang monk. He grasped the man's hands.
it's good to see you again.
It's good to see all of you.
Chen smiled,
Did you reach the Western Paradise?
Yes,
said the Tang monk.
it was magnificent. The land is filled with beauty.
Chen noticed the scrolls lying on the rocks, and his eyes went wide.
Are those the true scriptures?
He whispered,
Yes,
said the monk.
but as you can see, they got wet.
A giant turtle dumped us in the river.
Added Bajie with a sigh,
Please, come with me.
said Chen.
You can dry the true scriptures by my fire. Everyone in the village will be excited to see the travelers who met Buddha.
Wu Jing started gathering the wet scriptures,
I'll help you.
said Bajie. The pig grabbed a scroll and pulled, but it was stuck to a rock. Rip! The corner of the scroll tore off. The Tang monk gasped.
Oh no!
Bajie stared in horror at the torn scroll. Wukong smiled.
Don't worry, Master.
The monkey gently picked the rest of the scroll off the rock,
The scroll is fine.
But it's ripped!
cried the monk. Bajie hung his head,
Tell me something, Master.
said Wukong.
Are you perfect?
The monk gave Wukong a confused look,
Of course not.
Am I perfect?
asked the monkey. The Tang monk shook his head.
How about Bajie?
Wukong smirked.
We all know he's not perfect.
The pig snorted,
Nothing on earth or in heaven is perfect.
said Wukong.
So why should the true scriptures be any different? They'll teach the people of the East how to be good and avoid suffering. They will also teach the people that nothing needs to be perfect.
The travelers finished gathering the scrolls and followed Chen back to the village. People came out of their homes to see the travelers.
Welcome back!
Called a woman,
It's wonderful to see you all again.
shouted an old man. Soon a crowd was following the Tang monk and his companions to Chen's house. That evening, the villagers held a big feast. Later that night, Wukong and the Tang monk sat, talking,
We must leave soon.
said the monk.
The villagers will want to see the true scriptures. They'll become jealous that we have them.
I agree.
Said Wukong. He remembered the priest who tried to kill the Tang monk and steal the robe,
Let's sneak away now while the villagers are asleep.
said Wukong. the monk and the monkey woke up Ba Jie and Wu Jing. The group sneaked out of Chen's house and headed east. It was dark, but the light from the full moon lit up the road. Suddenly, the guard from the Thunderclap Monastery appeared.
Congratulations,
said the guard.
you have faced 100 challenges.
Phew.
The monk sighed with relief.
I will become a Buddha at last.
The guard recited a spell. Once again, the travelers flew toward the east. Journey to the West, Chapter 108, Rewards. The travelers flew through the sky over the Tang Empire. Tears of happiness rolled down the Tang monk's cheeks.
I see the Emperor's palace!
I will wait here while you all deliver the true scriptures,
said the guard. The Tang monk and his companions went down to earth and entered the palace. The Emperor's eyes lit up.
My brother!
He embraced the monk.
For many years I wondered if I'd ever see you again. Did you get the true scriptures?
Yes,
said the monk.
but please forgive me. The journey took much longer than I expected.
There's no need to apologize,
said the Emperor. Then he noticed the monk's companions.
Who are they?
Wukong stepped forward.
I am Sun Wukong, the Monkey King. I once defeated Heaven's entire army.
and I am Zhu Bajie,
said the pig.
My name is Sha Wu Jing,
said the purple spirit.
They protected me during the journey.
The monk explained.
I couldn't have reached the Western Paradise without them.
The Emperor bowed to Wukong and the others. The monkey laughed.
You don't need to bow. We were happy to help. Well, Wu Jing and I were. Ba Jie complained the entire time.
The pig snorted. There was a huge feast that night. The Emperor asked the monk many questions about the journey. He listened in amazement to the monk's stories.
I will build a magnificent pagoda.
The Emperor declared.
The true scriptures will be kept safe inside it.
He put his hand on the monk's shoulder.
You will always be remembered as the brave monk who traveled to the west. Because of you, our people won't have to suffer anymore.
After the food was eaten, the Emperor asked the monk to read from the scriptures. The Tang monk smiled.
I would be happy to read from them.
The monk sat on a platform where the scriptures had been placed in baskets. He unrolled a scroll. Suddenly, light filled the room. The Tang monk and his companions rose into the sky.
We should return to the Thunderclap Monastery,
said the guard.
Buddha is waiting for you.
Yes, let's go,
said the monk. The travelers were soon bowing before Buddha again. Other Buddhas and Bodhisattvas stood behind him. Buddha addressed the horse first.
You carried the Tang monk on the journey and earned forgiveness for your crimes. You will now be a golden dragon in heaven.
Light flashed as a large golden dragon soared into the sky.
Wu Jing,
Said Buddha.
You too have earned forgiveness for your past crimes. You will now be a golden deity.
Wu Jing's body turned gold. The spirit bowed.
Thank you, Buddha.
You have earned forgiveness, Bajie.
Said Buddha.
You will be janitor of the altars, an important deity who looks after Buddhist altars.
Bajie bowed.
Thank you, Buddha.
Buddha next turned to the Tang monk.
Because of you, the people in the East will never have to suffer again. You made a journey that no other person could make. You are now a Buddha.
Light glowed around the monk, who bowed before Buddha.
Thank you, Buddha.
Said the monk. Finally, Buddha turned to the monkey.
And you, Wukong.
He began.
Your crimes long ago were terrible. But since then, you have used your tremendous powers to do good deeds. You too are now a Buddha.
Wukong bowed.
Thank you, Buddha. Hey!
The monkey suddenly noticed that his head felt different.
The headband is gone!
Buddha smiled.
You don't need it anymore.
Filled with joy, Wukong and the Tang monk joined the other Buddhas and Bodhisattvas. They have been in the Western Paradise ever since.